Hi Sagittarius, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your March 2024 career tarot reading. This is where we're going to look at your job, your finances, where is it that your self-worth comes into play, as well as investing, your wealth. These are all the topics that come up during the career reading, so keep those in mind. Form your questions in your head of what you would like Spirit to help you with. This is a big month, Sagittarius, as we are into eclipse season, and we have that major Libra lunar eclipse that occurs on March 25th this month. So this is going to be something that 6 months ago, when we did have that Libra eclipse back in October, where is it over these 6 months you have grown in your career, in your job? Is it time for a new one? This is going to be the opportunity for you to look at that, okay? We also have that new moon in Pisces on March 10th. So that could be a time when you're planting new seeds of where you would like your career to go. So keep that in mind too, especially if you are in a creative field, okay? Take a look at the dates below. There you'll be able to see all of the information of all of the dates for March. Let's get right into it, Sag. You start off that first week of March with the World card in reverse, as well as the Tower card in the upright. My goodness, lots going on that first week of the month, Sag. Second week of the month finds you with the Fool card in reverse, as well as the Eight of Wands. What did I say about a lot going on for you this month, Sagittarius? You already have 3 major arcana cards. The third week of March finds you with the Queen of Wands, as well as the Temperance card, another major arcana card. And the last week of the month finds you with the King of Swords in the reverse, as well as the Nine of Wands also in the reverse. So by the time we get to this last week of the month, we will be dealing with that eclipse energy coming on in, but already lots to talk about, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and ask Spirit to give us a card that's going to represent the last 6 months of energy around your career, around your work. What is that energy that you are bringing into this eclipse season, and especially at this full moon in Libra, possibly around finances, but also work-related relationships could come up at this time. And you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Now, if you are a cross watcher and have watched any of the other videos of the other signs, I have already done, let's see, Aries, Taurus, and Aquarius, and those also got a Pentacle card as their last 6 months. So Spirit is continuing that theme with this Nine of Pentacles. Some of you have been looking over where have you come in your career, in your job, and many of you all are looking at it like it's not really where you want to be. You're feeling like you're ready to either try something new, or you have kind of gotten to this place where you feel very complacent and you're ready to have some self-worth that feels better, okay? So keep that in mind as you come through this time. I do think many of you Sages are going to have an awakening that occurs, especially with that Tower and World card. So I do think that feeling of not being like worthy or not having exactly what you want in life, I do think that that is going to be in the past. But let's go ahead and pull a lunation card as the overall theme for your oracle messages. And the lunation card you get is you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Beautiful energy here. As you know, we did just have that Virgo energy, that full moon in Virgo actually back at the end of February. So this is really big news. Now I'm really like thrown here, because I do feel like this full moon in Virgo is reminding you, Sagittarius, where is it in your world that you have been putting more emphasis on what you are not accomplishing as opposed to what you are, okay? I think that Nine of Pentacles, remember, that's you not feeling your self-worth, and this is Spirit reminding you you are good enough. You have so many great traits, and you are also building some type of empire, but you don't realize realize it yet. That's what I just heard Spirit say. So if any of you all have a business of your own, or you've been thinking about going into business for yourself, this could be an optimum time. Now, do remember, Sagittarius, during March, we do have still all planets direct until April 1st. Great time to plant new seeds. Great time if you are looking for a new position, looking for a new career. This could be the time, okay? Now, looking over your month as a whole, the first 2 weeks, lots going on. So that world, the tower, I'm just going to sit for a minute and look at this. Yeah, so it really looks like this first few weeks, pay attention to the conversations that you are having. Something is going to end for you, which is going to put you in a whole nother direction. And by the time you move into the third week of the month, you're definitely feeling good about whatever this decision and direction is. And by the time you end the month at that Libra eclipse, be prepared for some type of major announcement or someone of importance bringing up something from the past that you're going to have to deal with before moving forward. Okay, so keep that in mind throughout the month of March. But let's go ahead and go week by week with the astrology. So we start off March with that Chiron conjunct the North Node in Aries on the 5th, Mars squaring Uranus on the 9th, and then we have Mercury entering Aries, can I get that out? Mercury entering Aries on the 9th. For many of you all Sagittarius, there is some type of conversation that could go in a south movement that you weren't expecting, some type of conversation. You're thinking, okay, this is definitely the end of this. Like this is maybe the end of a position, maybe you and colleagues, or you and a vendor or someone who's outside of your company that you're just realizing, you know what, this is not the place for me. I am ready to move on. I need something new. That is going to be the main themes that come for you during that time. I think Mercury moving into the sign of Aries is going to be very big for you, Sag, especially since Aries is a fellow fire sign. Be prepared over this next month to have some very fiery conversations. I do think once the dust settles, though, from those conversations, there's some type of new opportunity that arises from it. And that 8 of Wands is saying you are going to be very busy, okay? People are going to be reaching out to you. You're going to be networking. There's a lot of conversation around starting anew by the time you get to that second week of March, when we do have that Pisces new moon and Venus entering into Pisces. If you can, Sagittarius, take some time at that Pisces new moon, plant some new seeds of intentions around where it is you are trying to grow your career. Make sure you are doing your due diligence, though, just in terms of reading the fine print, making sure you understand maybe the next place that you are going, the people, the places that company represents. That's going to be really important for you as you move forward after eclipse season. Now, once you move to that third week of the month, this is when we have the sun entering Aries, and we're at the spring equinox on the 19th. So it's like this fresh new burst of energy come March 19th. And then by the time we get into the 20th and the 22nd is when Mars enters Pisces and Mercury is conjunct the North Node, and so is Chiron, all in Aries. So you're going to have this burst of fire energy towards the end of March. Some of you are going to be talking to some influential people, or you may sit on a board. You may be one of those influential people. Spirit is reminding you to practice the temperance, or being able to balance your work life and your career life. There does feel like there's somewhere that you've been neglecting yourself, Sagittarius, and especially with that you are good enough card in Virgo. There is this like undercurrent of you not living up to what you thought you were going to be living up to, and Spirit wants to remind you, you have everything that you need, Sag, but you're just going to have to believe in yourself. Okay, so really big message there. Now, by the time we end the month, You do have the King of Swords and the Nine of Wands both in reverse. Many of you all are looking back on these past 6 months and thinking, this has been a lot. And there is an important figure in your life that is going to either make an announcement, some type of information is going to come through that you're needing to revisit the past, okay? These cards both in reverse is signaling some type of maybe regret or just looking back to the past. And I do think that if you can get through whatever this is, if you're meeting old colleagues or you see your old boss somewhere, there's something around the past comes up, but you're actually feeling much better than when you came into the month. And I think that's huge. I think you could be that King of Swords making an important decision, like, I'm glad that I moved on, or it is now time for me to move on, okay? So I do think after eclipse season, once we move into the latter part of April and into May, I do think some of this dust is going to clear. That Tower, that World card, that Fool card, all are going to come together. And I do feel like that you are good enough theme is going to be kind of like your mantra for the rest of 2024. So I'm really looking forward to how that turns out. All right, Sagittarius, I hope this was helpful for you. Do take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs in this video series. Remember, your career, your job, your self-worth, it's all important, okay? So just make sure you keep repeating to yourself that you are good enough, all right? All right, Sagittarius, have a great March, and I'll talk to you later.